day-to-day, the story of all of us that we face in our day-to-day lives. So, so in this slide, you can see, basically the things that we do with people, the things we do for people, and the things that people do for us. So we are referring them to as tasks. So in our day-to-day life, we do a lot of tasks with people. So if you can see on the personal lives, we meet friends, we help friends, we meet people, we meet connections, we hire people for do some household stuff for us, like architects, interior designers, or whatever it could be in your personal life. Then on the professional lives, we meet our customers, we discuss things, we delegate things to people, we delegate work to our team members, and we manage vendors. So basically, there are a lot of tasks that we do on a day-to-day basis. And who are the people that we do the task with? In our personal lives, we do tasks with friends, or people that we hired. Could be advisors, could be, one of the examples is a wedding planner, right? On the professional side, we do tasks with team members, customers, vendors, or anybody that could be. And how are we currently managing these tasks with these people? So basically, we are using a lot of tools in our lives. If you see in your personal life, we use, of course, phones to communicate on tasks and manage them. There are a lot of instant messaging applications that we use. We use to-do lists to make note of things, and then we, pass it on to people. And of course, a bit of emailing still exists. On the professional side, there is emailing, and then there are corporate instant messaging tools. There are project tracking applications. And of course, we make notes for ourselves, and of course, we call people to get things done. So the problem with this is you are using different tools or different ways of communicating your task with people. So there are, of course, multiple platforms you're using. And the problem because of that is tracking becomes difficult. So you have multiple tasks that you are managing with multiple people. So what are the current status of those tasks, or what is basically happening on that task? Coordination becomes a problem. There is not enough information on task, or communication is not happening properly on the task. And at times, we don't agree on a timeline to finish a particular task. Then you have to remind people, you'll have to follow up with people. Now, it is these problems that made us think, why not have one common place, one common platform where you can get all these people that you are managing the task with on the same place? And why not manage all the tasks on this single platform? Of course, you will not be able to manage all your tasks, possible tasks on a platform, but definitely most of them. And it is this thought that made us build Outtask. So Outtask is primarily a collaborative task management platform that helps us to manage tasks with people. So what are the key features of Outtask? One of them is the collaborative task management. So as I said, people associated with the task are on the same platform. So communication becomes a lot easier. You know the status. You know who is doing what. The second most important is phone number-based user identity. So on Outtask, user is associated with the phone number. We thought it's really powerful to use the phone number as an identity, because phone is something which is always with us, and we can use our contacts, phone contacts, to actually assign tasks to. The third one is cloud. So on Outtask, all the task information is on the cloud, and that helps us to achieve multi-device support. So a user can be using a smartphone or a tablet or a desktop or a laptop, So all the tasks belonging to that particular account, that particular user, will be available to the user on all the devices. And then cross-platform. So we've built Outtask on Android and iOS, and we will be extending this to other mobile operating systems, plus the web support. So how does Outtask works? So you have registered to Outtask, and then you want to manage a task with someone. So you create a task, and you can assign that task to a phone contact or a non-contact. So a non-contact, you can just enter the phone number if you know, or the email ID of the person. And how it works is if the other person, if the person that you are assigning the task is registered with Outtask, he will actually get a push notification on his phone saying that Rodney has created a task with you. So he will be immediately able to act upon that task. And if the user is non-registered, and that is when from your device an SMS will be sent to the assignee who is non-registered, and he will be invited to come on the platform. So why Outtask is primarily to assign tasks to people directly. So most of the time we make note of things that so-and-so person has to do such a thing. So in this case, instead of you making note and then passing it to the person, you just assign it to the person directly, and both of you are on the same page for that particular task. Assign tasks to phone numbers. You can manage the task efficiently. So on Outtask, we have built an entire life cycle of a task. So when a task is created, it will be in a created status. Once the person accepts the task, it goes to open status. So that's when you know that, okay, he's acting upon it. Then whenever he's completed it, he can just complete the task, and you will immediately get a push notification saying that, yeah, this task has been completed. So this way, both of you are on same page, and both of you are informed on all of the tasks. So I'll quickly move to the demo. So the user sign up or sign in is primarily driven by the phone number. User identity is the phone number. So this is how Outtask home would look like. So on top, you have a create task button, which will help you create tasks. Then notifications. So we have built in some a very efficient notification mechanism. So you get push notifications, and at the same time, you get notifications within the app. Then you have the task list of all your tasks, and you can see that there are different colors assigned to each of the tasks, which means they are in different statuses. Create a task. So there are 7 different categories of tasks we have, that one could possibly make use of. A job, which is, you want somebody to do something for you, so you can quickly assign a job, primarily for your team members. An assignment pretty much works the same way, but probably you can use it probably with your fellow students. A favor is primarily a thing that you want your friend to do, but you cannot really assign him a job. Instead, you will assign or request a favor from him. Then the meetings and the events. So you can actually create meetings, assign it to or add people to it, and just create them. And of course, we have the to-do at the bottom, which is a to-do list for yourself. So this is how a create task pages, the UIs would look like. All right. What's that? Yeah. So you can see that you can assign people. You can add a lot of details like descriptions, notes, subtasks. You can add locations as well.